Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Now, I was gonna say there is a moment, and you showed me some footage that the world may not see.
Yeah,
but as you were riding through New Orleans, and I'm gonna speak on it.
Talk to me. Let's go.
But as you ride through New Orleans, you went back through parts of your hood that you just felt had changed so much and it just kind of became so, they kind of let it go so bad that it almost brought a tear to your eye of just how bad it was from what you left it as.
Yeah, Crypto Jesus and I was riding. He was driving, so I was filming, and I was explaining. The time when I told the story when me and Mosquito was on Second and Daniel, and the guy was choking him when he graduated to crack, and I had the weed. So we went around that hood. And I was like, the store used to be over here. The building was right there where the dude was choking Mosquito away when I come around. And as I'm looking at this stuff, it just looked toe down. And I'm filming, and I'm like, man, and it started hitting me, and I cut the camera off. And I was like, man, it just let my city go out. I got a little teary-eyed. He was like, no, cut it on, they won't see that. I said, nah, man, this ain't for no camera. This is serious, man. This is my hood where I grew up in. This like, I just felt like the government, whoever was responding to mail, like they just throwing my city away, man. Like,
do you feel like after Katrina, some more money should got poured into the city to build it back up?
Yes, because New Orleans, but the thing is they so corrupt that they be pocketing the money, do all kind of dirty, cutthroat stuff, man. Like on Claiborne Avenue, I don't understand why these streets are so beat up, tore up. Y'all got these orange things up with the traffic. So, and I'm like, I'm not used to Claiborne Avenue being that jam, and which had me paranoid because now it's daytime. I went to go see an old female friend before we left. Oh no, we went to the grave site. Yeah. So before we went there, I had left him inside, and he texted me, "You all right?" Because the crazy part is, I got a lot of beef, old stuff from uptown while I was driving there, and his problem downtown. So it's like we both got to be careful when we in that city, even though we old, we know that nephews, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, they still out there.
So that was the first time, that was Louisiana Fest back in November, to where that's the first time the Hot Boys in over 20 some years then came back together to be called the Hot Boys on stage together, and you were there, or you were in the city to be part of it. Now, why didn't you go to the concert?
Okay, my initial thing was to go there to film my trailer for the movie. You know how I always say at the end about what the thing we put the film now. The reality show, how I say it, and then I say about the boys at Warhouse. I'm always promoting and talking about that.
Yeah.
And you know how I am. I don't like to keep saying, hey, we're gonna do this, and then it never happened. So I was like, you know what, let's go do it. So we go down there. I started telling people about the casket part. When we bring the casket to this lady house and shoot it up in front of her and all this, and it was like, oh. So the people who were filming got a little nervous, and it was like, wait. Now we could take your money, but you have some serious scenes. Like we went back to the neighborhood where my mother got shot, and they reenact that part. So we had a lot of in-depth stuff that we was doing for the trailer. Yeah. So the man was like, man, you gotta give me a little more time. I said, well, I'll give you a month. Go ahead, I'm not tripping. So, but while we was down there, I felt like this. Y'all celebrating the Hot Boys, the group, but I'm like, it's guys that died behind this blood, sweat, and tears. So I said, okay, I'm going to my brother's graves and pay them a visit. I had tickets to go, but I felt I started this. We protect y'all. Y'all wrote off our name for 20-something years. I couldn't go and be in the audience, be, hey, Lil Wayne, screaming and hollering like I'm a fan or like I'm a groupie. And when they rap about me, because this is what I look at. There's no disrespect or shade to. Think about this. This is how Cash Money is blessed. We know P opened the door for New Orleans. So you got that na-na, you got No Limit, right? But if you think about this, No Limit record have people in jail that's deceased. You know, they're not together. Cash Money got everybody still alive at home. That was history in itself. Yeah. Coming from where we come from, you know, so I was like, wow, them brothers together now, you know, and I like how they just came together for one call. They put all the bull aside, let's go out here and put on a show. Of course, I would have loved to come out there when BG said my name in his song, you know, it's been real good for me, but I was just happy to see them. And it's like, you know, you'd be like, that's my child. Probably it's sort of more, it's kind of like you have a child with a woman, but you haven't been in that child life in a long time.
Hold on, you said you was mentioning like it's like a woman.
No, I said that about no woman, man. I say
That's all I heard.
God, man.
That's all I heard.
I say it's like you have a child with a woman and you haven't been in that child life for a long time, but this child is graduating or have a big football game and you just show up in the audience like, that's my son.